Can I say something to you that many people can't say out loud? It's this. When you're laid off, it not only hits your bank account, but it also hits your identity. It can crush your confidence, and to be honest, it can have you questioning your value. In this video, I'm going to give you my personal framework for how to get back on your feet when life hits you harder than you expected. What if I told you that the very moment you feel the most dejected, overlooked, uncared for, invisible, the moment when you feel like you've been knocked down or knocked out is the very moment that you have the potential to get back on your feet. So, if this is your season, if you can relate to this, then stay tuned, because this might be the most important video you watch this year. Lock in, let's go. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do in this framework is name the reality. You can't address what you don't recognize. So it's okay. You were laid off, not because of who you are, but because of maybe shifting needs and priorities where you were. You cannot attach your value to whether or not a company or organization retains you. You are valuable in and apart from what happened to you. So yes, that layoff has left you with some insecurities. Yes, it has caused you to question whether or not you'll ever get back on your feet. Yes, it's caused you to feel like you weren't valued, your skills weren't cherished or wanted or desired. But the reality is, life changes. Life changes for you individually. It changes for those that are around you. It changes for even the company that you worked for. But you got to name what's going on. And the reality is, you are in the middle. You are in between. You're not where you were, and you're not where you're going to be. What you do now is absolutely vital and pivotal to what you will see in your next season. So, now that you've named the reality, you are looking for the next opportunity. You're looking for the next role. You're looking for the next career. It's okay. Sit in the middle, sit in the mess, and rest, reset, recharge, refocus, and make sure that your identity is not in what you do, it's in who you are, and you will get to that next season. All right, the next step in this framework is that you have to reframe the setback. I don't know if you're like me, but I don't like to be forced to do anything. I like to have choices and options. But what this layoff has done is it's forced you to refocus. It's forced you to trust. It's forced you to rest and reset and refocus. It's forced you to probably do some things that you would not have done if you'd have just kept working and plowing through. But this season is a season for you to become more self-aware, for you to reflect, and to grow. So it's not so much a setback as it is a setup. When you reframe it as an opportunity to position yourself for your next role or your next opportunity, you really get a chance to breathe. Some of us, and I'm one of those people, we won't take a moment to sit down and breathe and just, unless something forces us to. For some people, that is unfortunately illness or injury, and they're sitting there on the couch, foot in the cast, and they don't know what to do with themselves. In this in-between season, you get the opportunity to dream again, to hope again, and to believe that what is coming is better than what has been. There's a reason why you were laid off, and who knows what that reason is, but I have personally experienced that my reason was a season that I needed for reset and recharge to do all the things that I know that I'm capable of doing. So let's be honest. Most people jump back into the job search prematurely, and they do it out of desperation. They do it out of fear. Oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my bills? Oh my gosh, how am I going to take care of my responsibilities? Oh, what am I going to do with myself because I'm used to being busy and building everybody else's stuff, and now I have to depend. What do I do with all of this silence that I'm surrounded by, especially if you're single and you live alone? The desperation can set in and cause you to go after things and go after roles that compromise your core values, that set you up for what I call application burnout. I mean, I know people who have put out hundreds of applications, received so many rejection letters, and that those rejection letters end up causing them to literally adopt like a spirit of rejection. They just can't see themselves as viable to anybody at any time anymore. And that's not where you should be. So instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Why did this layoff? Why did this setback happen to me? Ask yourself, let's reframe it. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is it teaching you about yourself? What things do you need to refine about how you see yourself so that you can prepare yourself for the next season of your life? It's all about how you reframe the situation. I had a situation with my health, and I had a very dear and close friend who helped me reframe everything that they saw on the scans as proactive. It was nothing that was going to kill me today, but they helped me to reframe how finding out about those things now actually helped me to take the necessary action so things would not get worse. So reframing is a powerful tool. Reframe this layoff and use it as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and to use the time wisely to prepare you for your next role. The last step in my personal framework to help you rise again is for you to reclaim your identity. It's important that you reclaim your identity before you try to rebuild your resume. Because if you don't know who you are, then the job market will continue to scream at you who you are not and what you can't do. But when you know who you are and you know what you can do, you become powerful in presenting yourself in a way that increases your visibility and people's desire to bring you into their organizations. So take time, slow down, reconnect with your strengths, reconnect with your values, reconnect with those things that cause you to stand out. Maybe this is the opportunity for you to pivot and rebrand yourself in a way that makes you even more appealing. You are a leader, you have skills, you have experience. Take the time to reclaim your identity so that your job, your role, your career doesn't define you. That's going to be very important because you are the source of the skills that people need. And what they are looking for are people who can solve problems. So as you reclaim your identity, you can also identify the strengths that you possess that help people solve their biggest problems. So thank you for being with me in this video. I hope that you got some real value out of our time together. If you will do me a favor and subscribe to this channel and hit that like button to help us get this message out to as many people who are in your same shoes as possible, that would be so awesome. Till next time, take care, and remember, next belongs to those who handle now well.